Hey guys, so today we're going to have an overview and an analysis of chapter 7, which is the chapter that we're going to read today. It is called, let's see, let me see, oh my gosh, what am I doing? I'm so unprepared today. Oh my God, I'm never this unprepared.
Lord of the Flies.
It is called Lord of the Flies, Shadows and Tall Trees. Oh my God, how am I so unprepared today? I'm so sorry. I'm prepared today. It's star day, so everyone is just kind of willy-nilly today, but I digress. Let's move forward. Okay, so in this chapter, we start off with Ralph kind of just thinking to himself as he's staring out at the water and like staring at some bugs. And he's really just kind of contemplating the savagery of mankind and the inhumanity of mankind, and like how these bugs are a whole lot like these kids on this island, except they have a little bit more of order, which, yeah, these bugs totally do have a little bit more order. They know their little systems and routes, and these kids do not. However, Simon is kind of like his little cheerleader, and he lifts Ralph's spirits, assuring him that we're going to make it home, buddy. If we just keep at it, we're going to make it home. Later that afternoon, the hunters, while they are out, Jack's team and all, they find pig droppings, aka pig poop, and they suggest that we need to go and find a pig. We need to go and hunt a pig. So the boys, including Ralph, because he decides that I need to grow some manhood, I need to grow some clout around here so that people will trust me again. They decide to go and hunt this pig. And while they don't find a pig, they find a boar, which I don't know if you guys know the difference between a pig and a boar. A boar is much larger and much more dangerous than a pig. Boars have these big tusks that stick out, and they use these tusks for fighting and self-defense. And oftentimes they will hurt the other person or the other party that they're fighting with, or they will use them to kill in order to not be killed. So they track down the boar, and these kids, they've got like little spears that they've made out of sticks and wood. And Ralph decides to throw his spear, and Ralph's spear hits the boar on the nose and it bounces off. Well, this boar, his tusk grazes the arm of one of the boys. It's either Jack or Ralph at this exact moment. I can't remember. And Jack is like super proud of this. So he's like holding his arm up to show the boys, like, look how tough we are. Oh my gosh, we survived this. And Ralph is like really just exhilarated with the whole experience. He's really excited, and he's really taken into the whole hunter experience. And they all start kind of playing this game after this boar has run off, where they're reenacting what just went down. Like, they have one of the kids acting like a boar, and they're chasing him around in a circle with the spears. And they're throwing the spears at him. They're laughing, they're chanting, they're dancing, they're screaming, they're hollering. They're acting like true savages. And they're throwing the spears at the kid, at this kid named Robert. And Robert starts getting physically hurt, and the other kids don't stop. So Robert, he's really getting injured to the point where he's like, oh crap, these kids aren't stopping, and I'm over here severely injured to the point that I'm scared. So Robert decides, like, I need out of here, like stat, like now, like 5 minutes ago now. I need out of here from these crazy heifers. And he's like he's on the ground and he's being beaten. He's in danger. And he realizes I need to leave. I need to get out of here. So he's in a really bad state because these kids are throwing spears at him. So he manages to like drag himself away. And if you guys couldn't see this, I'm over here like dragging myself away. Okay. So like he's dragging himself away from the circle where everyone is chanting and dancing and doing their savagery. And he finally escapes. But the group nearly kills Robert. So if that's not some foreshadowing to you guys, I don't know what is. I hope that you can understand that that is some foreshadowing, that this is not going to be the last time that this happens. I hope that you take that. Now, when Robert gets away from these kids and he sits down to talk with them logically about their inactions because they've acted improperly, and he suggests, hey, how about next time you decide to do this, you do it with a real freaking boar. The kids, they start laughing at him. And they're like, oh, Robert, why don't you just grow a sense of humor? We only just like tried to kill you. Why don't you just like grow some sense of humor? It's okay. We only tried to kill you. You would have been fine if we stabbed you with some spears a few more times. You'd have walked it off, right? But yeah, the boys laugh and they think that they're like, the audacity of Robert to suggest that we actually use a real boar to play a game. Real boars are for eating. So Simon, who has come back from the hunt, he informs Piggy, who is there staying with the little ones, that they are going to return later that night. Now, they have still not found the dead parachutist. And they wait until darkness falls to go climb the mountain. For whatever reason, don't really know. Mostly because Jack has challenged Ralph to join the hunt. And they spent all day out on the pig hunt, really, truth be told. They had better things to do than hunt the beast during the day. So that took up all their time during the day. Now, if they had actually gone to go and look for this beast during the day, they could have tracked the boar later. Death. But they got sidetracked, once again, because they're children. And the boar hunt took the majority of their day, and they decide to climb the mountain when the sun goes down at night. So they start climbing the mountain. Ralph, Jack, and the other boys, please hold on. Announcements are going to come on.
Good morning, staff. Good morning.
Okay, so announcements are over. So during the evening, they decide to climb the mountain. And there's Ralph, there's Jack, there's a couple of other boys. And they, it's nighttime by now. And I'm sorry, I need a drink of coffee. And they finally get up to the top and they see this, they get to the top and Jack and Ralph see this big figure that's kind of like hunched over with like his head between his knees. And there's this big billowing figure behind it in the wind. And there's no light up there because guess what? Fire's out again. Of course. Sam and Eric can't keep anything lit because they're cowards. They just run away. And they're like, oh crap, there is a beast. So they see this strange giant figure and they hear the flapping sounds in the wind from the parachute, and they don't know what it is, but they think that it's the beast. And they're both scared. They're both deeply afraid. So we've got like our three like big boys, like Roger, Ralph, Jack. They're all afraid. And these are supposed to be our boys who are our big boys with their big boy pants on. And they're like, oh my God, there's a monster. Now we're really scared. Hold on, there's someone at the door. Let me pause. Okay, so I'm back. Super sorry. Someone at the door. It was Mr. Gunyon, my father. So let's get to the analysis portion of this. So this entire chapter really, while it seems very boring, it leads up to a chapter that we can't miss. The boar hunt that the kids go on the island provides a really, really big picture of what it's like and the very quickness about how people lose their instincts towards humanity and very quickly lean towards savagery. Before this point in the novel, Ralph has been very, very conscientious of his link towards civilization. And he lost it like that whenever they went on that boar hunt. He was very, very immediately drawn to throwing spears, killing something. And then afterwards, the dancing, the chanting, the bullying, and the hurting of the boy Robert to the point where he almost died. He was just very, it was what it was, didn't care. And Ralph had forgotten about all those things that he held very important, like keeping their living quarters clean, building shelter to stay safe, to have a living space, and keeping the signal fire going to be rescued. All those things, just by going on that boar hunt, no longer were important to Ralph. So in this chapter, our author, he implies that every individual, no matter how strong, no matter how capable we think that we are as humans towards survival, towards holding civilization and order, we have an innate sense of savagery within us that we can fall directly into at the snap of a hat when given the right situation. And it's true. I mean, think about it. At the very beginning of the quarantine, at the pandemic, when you were at the grocery store or when you were anywhere and you saw people fighting for food, for water, for toilet paper. Those are very basic things that we all have in our households. But when it came down to the last pack in the store, I'm sure that you saw videos online of women fighting for them. men getting into arguments over, I saw that one first. No, that one's mine. I'm sure that you saw fist fight videos, because I know that I did when things started opening up. The bad videos when things started opening back up of, oddly enough, people going into like Ross and like TJ Maxx or Home Goods and fighting over very arbitrary items that don't have anything to do with daily life. Like, what are you fighting over? A candle? Why? Look those videos up. They exist. They're real. Like, I don't know why people are fighting over those things, but they were. And it's a very odd thing. But there was this thrill of the hunt that really excited the boys, and it brought out that savagery that was within them. And then we have the tension between Jack and Ralph growing and mounting even more. And it has not, oddly enough, it has not hit its peak yet. So we have that to look forward to in our novel. There is a very, very real struggle between power between Jack and Ralph that we're going to see coming up here in the next chapter or two. Sorry about the lights, guys. You know what happens every day, every 5 minutes. And we're going to see that really quickly. The boys, they discover the parachutist, which is really nothing, but they think that it's the beast. And the more that the kids on this island think that there is a beast, the tougher that this becomes for them to live on this island, because the fear keeps mounting and growing. If they had just gone looking for the beast during the daylight, they would have seen that it was a dead man, a dead parachutist, and then they would have been afraid of nothing. But at this point, they're petrified of a beast, and they're going to keep looking for a beast that doesn't exist. More announcements, please hold. So it's really important that no one has seen the beast, but Jack is taking this as like a bite of cheesecake. He's using this on all the boys as a supreme bit of manipulation to gain power. He's using it over Ralph, because Ralph is like, he doesn't believe that the beast exists, but Jack is using it to scare all the other boys into making them think that there's a beast on this island and you need to be scared. So I can protect you with my hunters if you join my team or my savages. But Ralph over there, he can't do anything to protect you because he can't even kill a boar or a pig, but we can. So who do you think that you want to be on the team with? And he's like secretly like going around and really like planting the seeds that you need protection from this beast, because there might be more of them on the island. You don't know. We can't prove it, but we can't not prove it either. So he's really, really using that trick of manipulation on the younger boys and on the little boys who are scared of this beast, to just kind of get them over onto his side and away from Ralph. Because Ralph, all he has is logic. And Piggy, all he has is logic. Sam and Eric, all they have is logic. They didn't see a beast. Piggy doesn't believe in beast. Simon's going a little bit cuckoo. So no one really knows what to do with Simon right now. So Simon's out there, and no one really can hold any respectful clarity in Simon, because he's just in La La Land. Poor thing. I really feel for Simon. I love Simon because poor thing, he's just not adapting well to the island. Let's just put that out there. He's not adapting well to the island life, okay? And well, there we have it. That's our analysis for today, guys. There is going to be a review. We've hit the middle of the novel. So there's going to be some questions today to answer. There's going to be some multiple choice, some short answers, some fill in the blank. If I find any plagiarism, anything that you've like for your short answer analysis that you've just like copied from the internet, it's a big fat 0 because it's called cheating and stealing. Hi. You're old enough to think with your head and to not have to look everything up. So yeah, it is what it is. I hope that you enjoy reading and listening to the chapter today. I've uploaded both the female reader and the male reader for those of you who have a preference for which one. In class, we have been speeding up the time or the rate at which the readers read, just because I think that the readers read a little bit slow for our liking, and it works out that it reads a little bit faster. So if you want to change the rate at which the readers read, go for it. Find what works for you. The PDF version of the book is only about 18 pages today. Score. We are reading chapter 7. Enjoy it. If you have questions, email me. I will not be available for office hours today as we are STAR testing. So this is the last you will see of me today. You will have work uploaded throughout the week, even though there is STAR testing. Hi. Enjoy yourselves today. Have a good one. Bye.